Hi, you're watching The Mainstream. I am Simran Shivalkar, your host for today, and this is an exclusive dialogue, an exclusive session in collaboration with The Mainstream and Quess IT. Today, I'm joined by yet another visionary leader, Mr. Kapil Joshi. Firstly, Kapil, thank you so much for agreeing to do this with us and joining me today.
Thanks, Imran, for having me. It's absolute pleasure.
Hey, same here. Let me take a moment to share a few things about Kapil. To begin with, he is a CEO of Quess IT Staffing, more than 25 years of experience in building and scaling GCC talent ecosystems across India and the APAC region, also enabling global enterprises to establish high impact technology hubs. I am more than excited to understand his vision and his journey. So, without any further ado, let's begin. Kapil, to set some context, let's begin from the ground up. We are all aware about India and its rising GCC ecosystem. It has grown dramatically, considering the last decade. What is your take on this when we talk about right from cost arbitrage centers to innovation hubs today? How do you see GCCs kind of redefining their role, right from global enterprise standpoint as a value chain today?
You're absolutely correct. I joined this industry almost 10 years back. Back then, it was more of shared services. Now, today, it became a strategic partner to their headquarters. We publish GCC report every quarter, and few interesting things came in recent past. You will be surprised to know that more than 50% of requirement are in GCC are from emerging technology. It means AI, data, cyber securities. That is where the GCC are doing most of the hiring. To the 3 years back, this emerging technology used to contribute only 30% of total GCC hiring.
Right.
So that's an interesting trend we have seen. And if you talk about the GCC journey itself, a lot of GCC has actually moved from support function to product, from product to platform, and a good 10% of GCC now driving the innovation and R&D. So that shows the shift. And in fact, 70% of new GCC from day one working on emerging technology. It means
Correct.
from day one they are setting up COE for AI data. They are working on platform engineering. They are developing the product. So we have never seen it in the past.
Absolutely, and thank you so much for shedding light on that. Along the lines, Kapil, we have already seen the definition moving from back office, from BPOs to actually, innovation hubs, innovation centers. When enterprises scale AI through, GCCs, through their GCCs, where do you see the most significant impact today when we talk about the business impact, especially? Which core areas are emerging in the biggest value engines for AI adoption?
So if you see, there are five, you can categorize AI use cases in five different categories. One is, and definitely this is the most popular and across the industry, across the sector, it is automation of entire workflow. It is not just process automation. It is like you are automating using agentic AI, redefining, redesigning the entire workflow end to end. So like your entire P2P process or O2C project or HRMS, HR ops, everything has been redefined where, most of the clients see almost 30 to 40% productivity gain. These are the, a repetitive labor job where, we make rule based, decision. Okay. That is one which we have seen across the industry. The second use case is obviously in your product development or automation where, we have seen due to automated coding and platform engineering, GCC are able to roll out their product almost 30 to 40% with faster speed. So go to market has improved. The quality of the product has improved. The third case is obviously AI is driving your customer experience. So a lot of personalized customer suggestion, customer query resolution, it resulting in better customer experience. Okay, where you have, your conversational AI coming in the picture, chatbots are coming in the picture. And this also we see across the industry, but mainly in BFSI and healthcare retail, where we see, this AI used a lot for customer experience. The fourth one is your predictive and prescriptive maintenance. A good example will be your manufacturing industry, pricing forecast, inventory forecast, and better planning, supply chain management.
Right.
Okay, that is where it is getting used. And the fifth case is, in risk assessment, in compliance reporting and regulatory requirement reporting. So few sectors like BFSI and healthcare are, highly regulated, and that is where AI is helping a lot in managing the regulation and compliance.
Absolutely. I think taking cues from there, Kapil, like you said, AI adoption is now commonly observed across various sectors, right? From banking to healthcare to even manufacturing. A lot of GCCs are kind of adopting, ensuring there is AI adoption across. Could you perhaps share an an example or any observations from your end as to how different industries are kind of leveraging this technology, they are deploying AI in real business environments today?
We are all aware. I mean, let's say, for example, in BFSI industry, a lot of AI is used for your KYC and AML
Right.
activities. AI is also used to check your credit worthiness, your risk assessment. And if you talk about retail, a lot of personalized, customer engagement is done through AI. Even in manufacturing and retail, both your supply chain management, your production, is also monitored through the AI. If you talk about your energy consumption, energy utilization can be driven by AI. Especially in the healthcare, we see, diagnosis, we see drug discovery, we see your clinical trial using, a lot of AI. Okay, so there are, industry-based use cases across the industry where a lot of work is happening on AI.
Absolutely. Let's shift gears to the other side, emerging technology, Kapil. Despite strong investments and experimentation, perhaps, many organizations still struggle to scale AI beyond pilot projects. What is your take on this from what you have observed? Any key reasons or any specific reasons, or businesses or organizations are facing for this AI execution gap? How do you see this?
I would say there are four major reasons. Okay. One is obviously your data readiness. If you
Right.
see a large enterprise has a legacy software, okay, and data is unstructured, there is no ownership, data become a big issue. Data readiness is the biggest challenge, and very few GCC are able to, build that data lake or, data pool platform, rather say. So that is one thing. Other thing is, talent readiness. Okay, India has roughly 400,000, AI specialists, 1 lakh out of that, 120,000 work in GCC ecosystem. Okay, but still there is a huge demand. One survey says that by end of next year, while we will have approximately 1.2 million AI experts, but the demand will be roughly 2.3. So we will be short by 1.1 million. So talent readiness also become one of obstacle in speed of this AI adoption. And third and most important thing is, there is no method or proper way to calculate ROI. So even if you are data ready, even if you are talent ready, somewhere in the board, you have to show the ROI. It become very difficult to show the cost, revenue, or productivity benefit through the AI sometimes. So these are the three major challenges I see.
Absolutely. And you spoke about talent as well. I have a question for you. If hiring alone cannot solve the AI talent gap, how should enterprises, kind of rethink or redefine their workforce strategy, especially around reskilling, internal mobility, and perhaps any kind of collaboration with academia? Do you see that as a trend in today's day and age?
So I believe India offers very, a unique proportion to the GCC. You have academia who drive your research, okay, and some of the best institute of the world we have in India, okay, they drive research. We have a strong startup ecosystem that drive innovation, and then there are government policy and digital infrastructure. You
Right.
And recently you have seen Semicon 2.0, India AI mission. Then in recent budget, we came with our policy for data center also. So there
Right.
is a strong digital infrastructure. So all this academia, startup and government policy and infrastructure actually big leverage for GCC for execution. Only thing is that GCC need to work very closely with other institutes. Okay. Can they work along with the institute to build a future ready talent? Can they work along with the startup for innovation? Okay. And can they leverage and participate in government led initiative, or can they leverage on the infrastructure built by government? I think altogether this is a very good combination which is very unique when it comes to the GCC in India. And I think reskilling and redevelopment will be very key to success. Most of the time I have seen, everybody is running behind the same talent. Okay, our data shows, there is a 40 to 50% talent demand supply gap in the market. It means you have only 5 job seekers available for 10 job. Okay. And in this market, only option is that you develop your internal talent pool, you reskill and repurpose your own workforce. That is the only solution.
Absolutely. I think that definitely is a way to look at it. And lastly, Kapil, before we wrap up, looking ahead, 5 years down the line, what will separate the GCCs that successfully become global AI command center perhaps, and, from those that remain as a traditional delivery centers? Any key factors from a leader's lens?
So one who move fast on, AI curve. So I see a large number of GCC are at very initial stage. It means they have pilot move to production. Okay, roughly 43% GCC claim that they have POC move to the production. But what is more important? Can you move towards product engineering? Can you move from product to platform engineering? Can you move from platform to innovation and R&D? The faster you move, you will be ahead on the curve. Okay, and this is the race. Okay, I think, and we have seen like almost 185 GCC out of 1800 GCC has a COE for AI. They are leveraging, they are able to roll out all this initiative and product much faster. Almost 10% of total GCCs actually reach to the highest level of maturity where they are driving innovation and R&D. Another 20% are working on platform engineering, but a large GCC are at product level, but they own the outcome, they own the product, they own the global practices. I think it is very interesting time. We have never seen great shift in such a short time.
Absolutely. A lot of different regions we are observing. Initially, it was the phase of US based GCCs. We are observing Australia, we are observing Asian GCCs, plant their centers here as well. Thank you so much, Kapil, for these wonderful insights and sharing your vision with us today. While we wrap up, I most certainly look forward to connect with you again.
My pleasure. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Simran.
Thank you. Thank you so much.